Yo, what up? What up? It's your man, Big Brandon Carter, live Q and motherfucking A. What's going on, man? Just for those of y'all who are watching this in the future, like when it's not live, I do this every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I think by the time it shows up on YouTube, it's too late. It's over. I don't think they show that a live Q&A is about to start, but that's cool because I post the link on my Facebook like a few hours ahead of time. So, whoa, yo, George is joining us. George is ready. What's happening is he thinks I'm talking to him because he doesn't know about technology and the internet. You know what I'm saying? But he's sleeping in the window. But yeah, man, yo, let's get in this Q&A. I know y'all got a lot of questions. First, I want to talk about something, man. It's been like I'm seeing like on social media, it's looking like a fucking epidemic. It's like in bios of guys in a relationship, they're writing taken or hashtag taken, or like they have like a picture of them and their girl as their profile pic. Yo, cut that shit out. That's beta shit, man. Like you need to have a life outside of your relationship. You need to be independent of your relationship. Like you can post pictures of you and your girl and all that. All that's cool, but like she's not your fucking life, And if you make her your life, listen, people don't value. People want what they can't have. You know what I'm saying? So like if you give her all of you and you're writing "taken" in your fucking bio, just cut that shit out. Cut that shit out. But maybe. But then again, there's a guy with a fucking cat on his lap telling you what's beta and what's not. So anyway, let's get into the Q&A. Someone said I scared them when I started talking. They forgot they had the tab open. Hey, it happens, bro. Do I watch UFC? A little bit. I'm not like into it. I'm not like a UFC like connoisseur. I don't know all the guys, But I like watching motherfuckers get their ass whipped for sure. The only thing I don't like is like when they start grappling too much. I understand it's hard, it's difficult, I'm not trying to take any away from that part of the sport. I know it's difficult, but I just don't want to see a bunch of guys rolling around because it's boring. I kind of wish they had like a division that was only like standing up and striking. That'd be more fun for me to watch. Some older questions up here. Let me see, man, what we got going on. Shaz wants a shout out. What up, Shaz? Do you really need 1 to 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight? And if you've only, sorry, the thing moved. I mean, yo, it works, bro. I mean, like, listen, I don't know if you need it, if it's necessary, but I would say, I mean, like, yo, like, try it. You know what I'm saying? Like, try it. See if it works better for you than what you're doing. And if not, go back to what you're doing. Like, give it a shot, I'm not saying you need it. It has to be that way, but I've never seen it not work. I know that much. Somebody else. I'm starting a business soon. Any tips? Any recommended books for business? Yeah, I have a few. Here's some right here. Tim Ferriss 4-Hour Workweek. I know people be shitting on Tim Ferriss on the internet like they hate him. You know what I'm saying? But I found that book very helpful. Here's another one. This is new. 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. He just he's a starter. He was the guy who founded PayPal. Let's go on. Oh yeah, you gotta read this. If you don't, if you don't read no other book when you start a business, read this one, The E-Myth. Read The E-Myth. Do not start your fucking business without reading The E-Myth first. I'm telling you. How do you speed read? You take a course. That's what I did. Iris. It's a course. I can't. It's like I'm not qualified to give you speed reading instructions. You know what I'm saying? like take it as a course, man. Like, and it takes practice. Like, it's not something you're gonna get that day. You know what I'm saying? Just from taking the course, you have to practice after it as well. Do you want to play Grand Theft Auto 5 minutes with me and go to the XX Club? I'm not a gamer, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know like you guys are gamers. I'm just last video game I played, last system I owned was PlayStation 1, the gray joint. The all gray joint, man. Just, you know. No, guys, well, I shouldn't have did that. We're not gonna do this shout out thing where everything's just shout outs. Come on, guys. We're trying to answer questions. Trying to help some people. All right. How low is low? Somebody said, can I talk about diet? How low is low? And they're worried about damaging their metabolism. I don't know. I don't really look, man. Where are you guys getting all this damaging metabolism from? Because I've been hearing it a lot in the comments. Maybe a YouTuber's been talking about it or some shit. But like, that's not like you're most likely you're not at risk of damaging your metabolism, you know. And then it's like your body adapts anyway. Like you like if let me see how do I put this? It's not like a oh shit, your metabolism is damaged and like you forever can't burn fat again. It's like it will slow down and it will, I don't know, man. I don't know where you guys are getting this shit from. But anyway, listen, man, when I'm cutting, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't count shit. I just eat strictly green leafy vegetables and meat. Pause, you know, and proteins, eggs, meat, things of that nature. Maybe some nuts. I try to stay not so many nuts because they're very calorically dense. George is all protein. Oh, he's a carnivore. You know, funny thing about cats, if they don't get enough protein, they actually die because there's a hormone that we secrete, humans secrete, but cats don't secrete that hormone. They have to eat protein to get it. Little fun fact. But yeah, all I do is eat green leafy vegetables and protein, and then after my workouts, I'll eat some carbs. I mean, just a serving of carbs after weight training, after resistance training. And then I always get ripped. You're almost always in a caloric deficit if you eat like that. Plus, hold on, I tried to show you guys this last time, and my shit shut off. If you read this book, this book, Why We Get Fat, it's an awesome book about just why we get fat. There's a lot of research, like it's a well-researched book, like probably one of the most well-researched books you're gonna read. And he talks about the same thing, like like he says that keeping your carbs low is more important than actually counting calories, because your insulin levels, he according to his research in his book, he believes insulin levels are the main culprit for gaining weight, and there's a lot of evidence to corroborate that. So like I kind of just focus on keeping my insulin levels low and only spiking them after I work out. And like I always lose fat, and everybody I put on this diet burns a lot of fat when they go on this program, when they follow a program like this, similar to Atkins, but I still get carbs after my weight training because that's the only time it makes sense to spike your insulin levels. And you'll burn fat. People be like, "Oh, how do you get enough fats when you do that?" You'll get enough fats from the meat. You know, animal meat has fat in it. Even like the leanest meat has some fat in it. It's all good, man. Would you recommend T-Rex for people who are trying to gain weight? You know what? It's not really that kind of product. So like, I mean, you can still take it like sometimes I take it before my workout when I'm gaining, only for the energy, because it has about 150 milligrams of caffeine in it. So I might take a serving and a half before that, so I get a lot of caffeine, and just so I'm more, same reason you take a pre-workout. Like most of the ingredients in pre-workout don't need to be taken pre-workout, like creatine or beta alanine. things like they don't need to be taking pre-workout. You know, caffeine is the main thing that you need pre-workout. You don't need caffeine anyway. My fault. You don't need caffeine pre-workout. It's gonna help you work out. Protein spikes insulin too, yeah, man, but not the same, not to the same degree. Not to the same degree. It's like it's just not the same, man. It's not the same. That's like I mean, listen, read the fucking book, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to take it from me. You take it from the doctors. Like, protein it spikes insulin, but not to the same degree as like some white rice will. It's like it's not even the same ballpark. But I get what you're saying. More videos with Tai Lopez, please. You know what? That whole conversation, once I'm done editing it, I'm gonna put that shit out. It's over 2 hours long, man. It's just I'm kind of lazy sometimes, man. Do you read books word for word, or do you skip parts of the book? All right, here's the thing, guys. I'll give you a little bit of speed reading instruction, but it's like I'm not a teacher. I'm not good at teaching this. So this is what you do. The main thing, here's the thing. This is what slows people down when I read about 600 words per minute. It's not that fast, because the average college student reads around 400 or 500 words per minute. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like only a little bit faster than a fucking kid, you know? So, but the average person, the average human, only reads about 200 to 300 words per minute. So the main problem is eye fixation. Is like you read like this. The elusive benefits of exercise, right? You read like that's how people read, even in their head. They look at each word at a time, right? And what's speed reading, okay, and a reason is they do what's called sub-vocalization, okay? And that means you say the word in your head, right? You say the word as you say. It says the elusive benefits of exercise, right? That's in the title of the chapter. And you say it in your head when you read it, and your eyes are fixating on each word. All speed reading is training yourself to not say the words in your head. Sub-vocalization. I mean, you'll never get rid of all of it, but you're just going to minimize it, and to keep your eyes going without stopping. Okay, so you don't have that eye fixation, you don't have sub-vocalization. That's all speed reading is cutting out those two things. So when I read, I basically read the whole book, and I always underline it. I'll go over with either I use like the pen, because if I see something I really like, I'll go back and underline it, or your finger, and you just want to train your eyes to go, and your eyes, not your head. And there's more shit online on how to train yourself. I don't want to get into it, but you have to like actually work on it. Like there's drills you can do, and then there's tests online that will see how many words you read per minute, and then it'll give you a comprehension test at the end. And all that shit is free. You can just find it online, and just Google speed reading. There's a lot of free information online. That's all it is. It's trying to eliminate sub-vocalization and eye fixation. And the more you eliminate both of them, the faster you be, because those are the impediments. Those are the things that slow down reading. Hold up. Man, these things are going so fast, man. It's hard for me to even. I'm trying to get to one I saw, but it's just going so fast, man. Oh shit. Do I Pacquiao or Floyd? Oh man, Floyd's got it, bro. Sorry, man. Some of these are redundant. What do you think about training for hours, like Rich Pinata 8-hour arm workout? Listen, I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything. I try to work out 60 minutes, 90 minutes at most. Like that's just me. I just try to get it done, man. So, you know. Uh, Everybody says stay away from processed food, but whey just milk that has been processed and processed. Listen, it's not. It's Yeah, I mean, yeah, whey is processed. You know, whey. I mean, whey protein is definitely processed. Uh, I mean, you don't have to eliminate all processed food. That. I mean, that'd be kind of difficult, right? Like if you grind coffee beans to make coffee, that's processing it, right? Like I have something in the thing called a food processor in the kitchen that I use when I cook. It's really called a food processor. It's like I don't know, man. I mean, try to get real food as much as possible. Shit that like the way it was, naturally. But you know what it is, man. I don't know, nigga. How do you balance work and studying and all of that? Yeah, man. You just do it. You're never gonna be able to do everything you want to do in life, like throughout the day. I never finish my to-do list, but I do the most important things, meaning I prioritize. So like I'll make a list every morning of what I have to do, which is based on what I have to do for the week, which is based on what I have to do which is based on the list I have for shit I have to do for the month, which is based on my goals for the year, right? So maybe I'll do a video on how to plan your fucking year out day by day. But yeah, man, like I just try to get the most important things done, right? So like school and working out, put them at the top of your school, working out, and work. If you got to do all three, I did all three when I was in college, and I did it. You just you put those three at the top of your list, and you don't do shit else until those are done. So that means no socializing, no hanging out, no friends, no girls, or none of that shit until it's done. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you just got to prioritize. You got to do. You're not gonna be able to do everything, but you can always do the most important things. Can you talk about cheat meals? I don't do cheat meals. I do a cheat day. All right. So that's to me. I talked about it pretty extensively. I have multiple videos on it. You should check out just because I explain it better in the videos than I can in this than I can right now. Should you recommend Monster Energy drink for pre-workout? Christian Guzman takes it. I'm just gonna say no. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know much about Christian Guzman or pre-workouts, right? So, or Monster Energy drinks. But what I will say is, well, from what I know of the Monster, maybe it's changed since last time I seen it, but like Monster has like a lot of sugar, and I don't know. That's not shit that I really want to fuck with. But that's just me, man. If it works for you or this other guy, then fuck with it. Can you go clubbing every weekend and maintain a great physique? I don't know. I don't know if I can. You might be able to though, right? We're all a little different. You might be able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people do it, but who's to say that they wouldn't have a better physique if they I don't know, took care of their bodies a little more. Because when you're doing all that drinking, you do it every weekend, all that drinking, no sleep. Most people smoke when they go out, you know what I'm saying? Either whether it's hookah or cigarettes. I know some people who don't say, they'll tell you they don't smoke, but they smoke cigarettes every weekend in the club. I don't know, man. I can't do it every weekend. I mean, I can have fun sometimes, but I can't do that shit every weekend. I can't. What books would you recommend on strength training? Not general fitness, fat loss, or bodybuilding. There's a good powerlifting book called 531. There's also starting strength. Starting strength. That's really the barbell Bible. You know what I'm saying? How do you handle annoying as fuck people? I do my best to try not to let people affect my emotions. Right? You can't control other people's thoughts or actions. You can't control it. So like, don't let something you can't control you, right? All you can control is yourself. Don't let shit that you can't control outside circumstances. You can't control other people. All you can control is yourself. So you have to control yourself. Like don't let something that you got to try to find a way to separate your circumstances from your emotions, right? They don't have to be in line. You know what I'm saying? You can be going through some bad shit. Bad shit can be happening to you. Some people can be annoying you. People cannot, and you don't have to get emotionally involved in that, right? It doesn't help. It won't help your situation. All the only thing is help your situation is action. So you can take action without getting emotionally wrapped up in it, right? Like people talk crazy to me every day on the internet, not in real life, of course, but on the internet, people always talking crazy, you know. And I don't get emotionally wrapped up in it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not because I can't control all these people. And then you gotta understand, like, there's a lot of fucked up people in the world. Like, if you get just a 1,000 people, put them in a room, a certain percentage of those people are going to be like literally crazy. You know, they have like some form of schizophrenia, even if it's just mild, or like personality disorders, or they might have some shit like depression. They might be going through some shit. Some of them people are going to have like real problems, man. And you can't let them people control you, man. Fuck that. Okay, man, is Tai Lopez legit? I mean, I watched some of his videos, but in your interview, I saw some comments about how he's fake, and I don't know what to believe. I mean, how do people say he's fake? Like maybe they say it's. I mean, the Lamborghini's real, man. Like I was in the Lamborghini. The house, listen, his house is bigger than you can see on YouTube. Really, like I was in his house. Fucking huge, man. And it's like it's literally in the Hollywood Hills. Like you can only fake so much, you know what I'm saying? And even if he was renting a Lamborghini, he costs like $250 a day to rent a Lamborghini, you know? So but as long as he's had it on YouTube, it'd be cheaper to just buy the shit. I mean, he definitely bought the shit. And like, yo, I broke bread with him and his team. I said with all his team, he has a fucking personal chef, man. With this chick from Top Chef. This chick was on Top Chef. Is one of his personal chefs. She's in the crib cooking us a meal. I got behind the scenes of all that shit. I might post it one day. I might have to edit it up and ask him if he's okay with it. But I mean, he's legit, man. Like I saw the way I talked to his team, I interacted with his team. I never bought none of his programs, nothing like that. But I mean, what you see and like how he is on the videos, like is how he is. Like I seen him, the way he interacted with his team and everything. Like that's kind of just how he is, man. Like if you don't like him, that's something else. That's just preference, you know. But when you say fake, I just don't get it, man. I don't get how someone could say that. How do you know White Boy Bryant? Man, we was working together. Here's the thing: when I was modeling, I was working part time at Abercrombie, Abercrombie and Finch. You know, just one of the guys who stand outside the fucking store, and he was doing the same shit. And then at the same time, they asked us to work at Prada. Yeah, just me and him to be the doorman in front of Prada, doorman / security in Prada. And that's kind of how we met. But man, we were the worst security guards ever, man. People stole a lot of shit when me and Brian was in charge because we weren't trained, man. We weren't trained to do security. Is creatine good or bad? Yeah, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people have a lot of good results with it. Like me, I feel like when I started taking higher doses, it was better. Like, you know, it worked a little better. Like 10 grams I seem to be noticing that. How was it to meet the legend Elliot Hulse? Elliot was mad cool, man. He was in New York, and he was driving from upstate to Long Island, and he had to kind of pass through Queens where I'm at. So he just stopped by, man. We went to the cigar shop by my house, and we had just smoked some cigars and just hung out and talked. He knew me from YouTube, and like that's how we started following each other on Instagram, and then we were talking, and that's how we became cool, you know. He's a cool guy, man. Good guy. Please answer. Should you take protein shake on rest days? Yes, probably. You know what I'm saying? Like probably. Like when I take like just to get your requisite amount of protein for the day. You know, I don't do it on cheat days because I just don't think about nutrition on cheat days. I don't think about anything on cheat days. But yeah, man. Yeah, you should. Yeah, I mean, your muscles grow when you're resting. How is the 10x rule? I haven't got through it yet. I got it right over here. Over here somewhere, man. I ain't get into it yet though. I'm studying marketing with psychology, first year at University of London. What up, London? Is it worth staying here or should I drop out and make my own way? I don't want an office job, LOL. Listen, man, if you got a plan, like you got the next Facebook, like Mark Zuckerberg dropped out, but he already had Facebook going. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a plan, then go for it. I mean, like a legit plan, not just my dumbass ideas in your head, like a legitimate plan with deadlines for each step, and it's written out, and you know exactly what you got. You sitting on the next billion-dollar business, then go for it. But like you sound like you don't know what the fuck you want to do, bro. If I was you, I'll just finish your education. That way you have more options, and you don't waste the money you already spent, right? Because you already spent some money. Don't waste it. You want to have more. You'll have more options, and just finish your education, man. Like it's helpful. It's helpful. People shit on college so much, but it's fucking helpful, man. I found it helpful. I'm not saying it's the end all be all to everything, but I found it helpful. Yo, Brandon, I noticed that you've gotten bigger recently. What have you been doing differently? I've been taking more creatine, like about 10 grams, sometimes more. Sometimes more. If I work out twice, then I'll do like 10 grams after each workout. So if I work out twice, it'll be up to 20, right? I know people are gonna fucking go crazy. All the fear mongers will say he's gonna kill you, he's gonna kill you. Look, man, if anybody finds some research, a study that says that creatine creatine harms humans in any way, humans without pre-existing conditions, because all the studies that say it damages people's kidneys or whatever or liver, those people had pre-existing conditions. It says it right there in the studies. It said it would damage. So if you find a study, somebody without pre-existing conditions showing that creatine hurts them in any way, I will donate $1,000 to the charity of your choice. Just find it, send it to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting that out there to the world, man. Find a study saying that people without pre-existing conditions. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was thinking about creatine, and I've just been eating harder, man. I've just been eating harder. I stopped doing intermittent fasting for the first 2 months of this year, and I was just eating kind of like a regular person. So I was working out once or twice a day. I was going hard, man. A lot of eating and a lot of sleeping, man. Like I wasn't setting an alarm. I don't have a fucking job, so I can get up, just get work done. So not everybody's gonna be able to do that. But I wasn't setting an alarm. I was just getting up when my body was fully rested. And I was sleeping like 10 hours a day, man. That's how much LeBron sleeps, coincidentally. That's how much Roger Federer sleeps. You know what I'm saying? Arnold only slept 6 hours. Arnold was on steroids. When you inject your testosterone, you don't need to make it in your sleep like the rest of us, And now I'm not trying to shit on Arnold. That's my man. I'm just saying there's a difference. People on drugs can do a lot of shit that regular people can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen crackheads stay up for a week straight. What do you do? Stretch marks from lifting. Yeah, you accept that shit, man. You accept that shit. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. My girl says put cocoa butter on them. Maybe. I ain't never tried it, man. I don't be rubbing moisturizer on myself like that. Creatine makes you bald though? Told you that shit, man. Told you that shit. Where you get that shit from? 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 Let me see the study. Let me see the study that shows there's any correlation between male pattern baldness and creatine. Come on, Frank. Come on, Frank. Has BCAAs helped your immune system? I don't know. I don't really get sick, so I don't really get sick. I know everybody said I was gonna get sick and die once I got when I said I got the flu shot that one time. That didn't happen either. That was the funniest day of my life, man. When everyone said I was gonna die from getting the flu shot. Hey, look. Hold up. Damn, man, it's just going so fast. Do you drink alcohol often? Not really, man. I don't really like it that much. I don't like getting drunk as much as I used to. Thoughts on Anavar? I don't know what that is, bro. What's your take on saturated fats? I don't really think about it that much, man. I just don't think about it. Like, I just don't think about it. Like, I eat pretty well. I don't know. It's not something I give a lot of thought to. All right. Somebody says cocoa butter on his stretch marks work for him. All right, all right. When do you work out at home, or when do you work out at the gym? I work out at home when I don't feel like going to the gym, or when I don't have the time. Right? It's easier. I can just work out here. You know, as you can see, but like my home workout might be a little different than yours, right? Because I got basically a gym set up at the crib. You see all these weights over here? Like my dumbbells go up to 100 pounds each. Fucking squat rack. And the squat rack in the fucking crib, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't go as heavy as I can in the gym, but then it's just like, all right, man, high reps and low rest and short rest time. So like I can go the whole fucking year. I can go the rest of my life with only working out a year, you know, because I know what I'm doing and I have sufficient amount of resistance. But it might not be the same for you. So like I don't know. It's not like I'm not just at the crib doing push-ups and shit. I got a fucking bench. I got hella weights, a squat rack, pull-up bar with a crazy apparatus connected to it. Like it's a little different than me for me. So like I don't know, it might not be the same for you. What do you think of other fitness YouTubers? I'm friends with the dude Brendan Myers. That's my dog. I'm really proud of him, man, because he kind of came up fast, man. Like this time last year, he had like 30 subscribers or like 300 subscribers, man. He just came up fast. And like I had like way more Facebook likes than him, way more everything than him. And then he like we met one day and he just asked me for advice all the time and text me for advice all the time. And like now he's got more subscribers than me now on every social network. Not to say I'm sure he put in his work. But I'm proud of that, man. Free boot camp, yeah, man. Free boot camp this summer. I don't know exactly where we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it it's probably gonna be in New York. I might go to different cities. Do y'all think that's a good idea? Just do it in New York, or should I go on a fucking fitness boot camp tour, man? That might be what's up. Let me know what you guys think of that. Around the U.S., I don't know if I'm gonna be bringing that shit everywhere, or at least North America. You know, I can go to Canada. You know, let me know if you guys think that's a good idea, actually. As far as other fitness YouTubers, you know, Elliot was my man. I like Strength Camp. I'm sorry, Strength Project. That's a good. I like Mike Rashad. I like all the Metroflex guys. Mike Rashad, CD Fletchers. I like those guys. Big Rob's cool. Like you saw my Metroflex video. I met Big Rob and all them. You know, he's good dudes. Stay in the story. Can you tell me what your home workout is like? Yo, man, my shit is like my gym workout because I got a whole setup here, right? I'm doing bench, but with dumbbells instead of the barbells. I'm doing, it's like just like my gym workout. Maybe I'll do a video. I guess I'll do a video. All right, what's your thoughts on maxing out sets or reps with calisthenics? Yeah, I mean, I think when you're doing calisthenics, man, because you can't manipulate the resistance all as well. All you can really manipulate is the time you rest between sets and the amount of reps. I just say go to failure with calisthenics every time. And when I say failure, I mean you can't do it with proper form. Like you could probably do more if you start doing slut reps, but you can't do any more proper form. Then actually time your rest between each sets, you know, like 60 to 90 seconds. Uh, yo, what up, Mexico? ZMA and Tribulus. I'm not a big Tribulus fan, but I do like ZMA. If nothing else, it helps you sleep. Like it helps me sleep a little better. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't know that it's gonna boost my testosterone that much, but it's said to have an effect. But if nothing else, for the sleep benefits, it's good. What should I do at 14? Please answer. Yo, man, you should work out like a fucking man, right? You're a young man. It's not gonna working like yo. Lifting weights does not stunt your growth. Again, man, I'm gonna put it out there, man. You find any study showing that lifting weights stunts your growth, $1,000 to the charity of your choice. Just find a study, send it to me, put it on Facebook, put it on my Facebook. $1,000 to the charity of your choice. I can say that with certitude because I know that it doesn't exist. I know that's if anything, there's the only studies to the contrary. The American Association of Pediatrics did a study, and they concluded that lifting weights has no resistance training has no effect on linear growth. You know, you find lift weights like a fucking man. That's what you do at 14. Right now, at 14, you're learning how to be a man. All right. What I think of affirmations. Anything you can do to I'm not a big law of attraction guy, but I do believe that your subconscious mind plays a role in everything you do. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you do, your subconscious mind plays a role. And there's a lot written about it, you know. Anything you can do to impress a goal on your subconscious mind will be beneficial. Butt or boobs? Oh man, come on, man. Ass. Would you recommend creatine for someone sport? Yeah, man, you're fine. You're fine, bro. You're fine. No, there's no evidence. I mean, I know the fear mongers are gonna say that it's gonna fucking kill you, but there's no evidence. There's no evidence to even suggest that. Like, it's straight bullshit. Should a 40-year-old change his workout training? I know 40-year-olds kick my ass, man, stronger. So that it really kind of depends on you as an individual. I know 40-year-old guys who beat the shit out of me, who can lift way more than me. I mean, not a lot, but I know that they exist for sure. You know, it's going to depend on you. How to improve posture? I don't know, man. You just got to kind of think about it. Like, train yourself to stand up straight, man, and like the muscles. Thoughts on ZYZZ? I don't really know much about this guy. I know, like he's real popular on the internet. Maybe I should know more about him, but I really don't. Do you drink coffee, herbal teas in a fasted state? Coffee. I drink coffee for sure when I'm fasting. Tips on bigger arms, calisthenics. Look, man, if you want big muscles, body weight training is not optimal. Like, it's like when guys ask me, how do I get big with just calisthenics or just weight training or just, how do I get big with just calisthenics or just body weight training? It's like, yo, that's like saying, how do I fit this square peg in this round hole? Like, you can jam it in there and it'll work, but it's gonna take a lot more effort than if you just got, you know, the peg that matched the hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not optimal. It's just not optimal. I mean, it's shit you can do, but the best thing you can do is just start lifting weights, man. For real, that's the best thing you can do for bigger arms. Gymnasts have, but I mean, like, it's possible, but it's not optimal. So if you want big muscles, big arms, or big muscles in general, it's like lift weights. And I like calisthenics does have aesthetic benefits though. I feel like it helps you get more cut in them striations and all those. You have to use all these little muscles to balance yourself, and I think that's why gymnasts are so like ripped looking. You know, like it's not just low body fat. It's like it's also like they train those little muscles so much. So that's why I add both. And there's something to be said about how to use your own body, but I don't understand why so many of you guys are so eager to pledge your allegiance to one form of working out. Why would you place those limitations on yourself? Favorite book that isn't about fitness? How to Win Friends and Influence People. Yep, it's the best one. The squats make you shorter. Okay, here's the thing about that. After years and years and years of heavy squatting and deadlifting, power lifters become like maybe like an inch shorter or an inch and a half. But this is after a long time, man. This is after a long time of going really heavy. It's not like every time you squat, you get a little shorter. That's not how it is. This is like a long time of going real heavy because it compresses their spine. But this takes a long time. And you have to basically be a fucking power lifter, right? A regular guy is probably not a legit concern. If you're squatting 2-3 times a week, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's probably not a legit concern, you know. I've been cutting 2 weeks now, and I saw great fat loss, but my mood is really bad. I always feel exhausted, groggy. What should I do? Yeah, man, you're gonna get used to it. Like, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. But the thing is, man, like your brain doesn't want you to lose fat, because from a evolutionary standpoint, it was advantageous for human beings to store fat, right? Because the reason we gain fat is for energy during times of famine. That's why we evolved to store fat. So like anything you do to deliberately deplete your fat storage is like, what the fuck? You know, your body's like, what the fuck were you doing? We're gonna need that for the next famine, right? Because it's only been a few hundred years really where human beings could eat whenever they wanted to. Like before then, man, like you had to, if you wanted to eat something, you had to kill it or grow it. And so there would be times of famine off and on throughout human history up until recently, really. So like, that's why we have such a obesity epidemic, right? Because this is the first time in human history where food was abundant. So like, and the human body is just not used to an abundance of food all the time. It's used to famine, right? Like if you were in a tribe and you motherfuckers went out, killed a buffalo, right? You wouldn't want none of it to go to waste. So you guys would eat the whole fucking buffalo, even past the point where you were full, right? And then your body would store all of that energy as fat for later, because who knows when the next buffalo is gonna get killed, right? So your brain is just like yo, what the fuck? So the only way to help with that is I mean, you'll get used to it. Basically, you're gonna get used to it. Try caffeine helps. Caffeine helps a lot, you know. What body fat should I start training abs? Train abs now, man. Train abs year round. Don't just wait. Do I only do breath awareness meditation, or do you do meditation such as Buddhist cultivating compassion? I've never done compassion meditation. I've done gratitude meditation where I try to just think of the shit that I'm grateful for. That's usually actually how I end my sessions. Like after the timer goes up, I just go over the shit that I'm grateful for. And it's easy for me because I come from fucking nothing. So just having the fact that I got over $100 is something to be grateful for, because I remember having nothing. I remember waking up and not knowing where my fucking next meal was coming from. Real shit. And yeah, so I've done gratitude shit. Does full body workouts really work, and how many sets per body bar do you most optimate? Why you guys asking me that? What do I have to gain from telling you shit that doesn't work? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I have to gain? I gain more from you guys following my advice and working for you, and you going out and spreading the gospel to your friends and family. Like I have more to gain from that, from your success. So anyway, having that said, yeah, I found it to be the most beneficial. If I could start that, if I could start, I didn't start getting bigger faster until I started doing that, man. Now maybe it's not gonna work for everyone, right? Maybe you want to try both and see what works for you, right? Split routine might be more better, might be most optimal for you, right? But the majority of people I've put on a full body workout, I've seen them make more gains. Like you gotta remember before fucking steroids were invented, all the guys the natural bodybuilder, everybody's natural bodybuilder before steroids were invented, right? And all those guys did full body workouts, man. Reg Park, all those guys, and they were good shape. They were in better shape than me, and they only did full body workouts. It wasn't until steroids became mainstream when bodybuilders started doing splits. But even now, man, I still wonder if, like, you know what, splits come. Here's the thing: it's not so much steroids. It's more. I mean, that is when it kind of splits became popular, but it's more bodybuilding made splits popular, right? Because athletes, like I've trained guys in the NFL, I know professional athletes. Athletes train like full body. They don't do splits. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in the NFL has fucking arm day. You know what I'm saying? Like they do full body works. At most, they'll do upper body and lower body. That's the only kind of split they'll split up. But they're not doing push pull. They're working out full body because every American football, every fucking game is a full body workout. Shit, man, every practice is a full body workout. So like if you're doing arm day, that's gonna be ineffective for your career, right? So like, but bodybuilders need to do splits because they have to like train. Oh, I gotta get this one little muscle in between the branchial muscle to stick out. You know what I mean? They gotta get this separation, or I gotta get this part of my tricep a little bigger, or whatever. Because they're focused on making every little detail. They gotta make every detail precise, and but like, if you don't need to be that precise, man, then just do a full body workout, man. You'll make fucking hella gains. Unless you need to be that precise. Like I don't even do isolation moves except for arms. Curls is isolation move. And tricep extensions or whatever. That's isolation. But that's about it, man. I don't even do isolation moves, all compound, because I'm not a fucking bodybuilder, so I don't need like a pro bodybuilder, so I don't need to chisel up each individual small muscle. What's your favorite book that isn't related to fitness? I think I answered it already. Unless I'm tripping, unless I'm tweaking. It's How to Win Friends and Influence People. What's my book writing process? All right, check it out. First I do is I write what I want to talk about. I'm writing another book right now. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about. I'm gonna surprise you. But it's not whatever you think it is, it's not. All right, so I write the outline first for each chapter. Just like when you're writing a book report. I write nonfiction, so it's kind of just like, imagine you're writing a fucking paper in school. It's kind of like that, but like I can be more casual with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be more casual. I don't have that perfect grammar. I can say funny shit. So I write out I outline, and then each chapter I have an outline for each chapter, and then everything I want to talk about, I speak it into my microphone. I didn't even type those books, bro. I talk them. I have a software called Dragon software that translates your speech to text. It doesn't work perfect for me, right? Because I sound like a slave when I talk. I sound like I was an extra in 12 Years a Slave. So like some of the words, it doesn't know what I'm saying. But anyway, that's just how I write the first draft. Then I go through again, cleaning everything up. Then I go through again to get data to back up what I'm saying, like to find the studies and everything to back up what I'm saying and put those links in each book. And that's kind of that's my process. And then I go over it one more time to make sure I like it, and then I send it to a editor, someone to edit it to make sure I didn't fuck up too bad. And that editor, even after all those revisions, that editor still has his work cut out for him. Testosterone at age 19, waste of money. I mean, taking testosterone, you shouldn't do that shit. I mean, I mean, listen, you talking about taking gear? Like, I mean, listen, uh, I don't think you need to do that unless your goal is to be a professional bodybuilder. That's the only reason you need roids. Other than that, if you're just a fucking guy at any age, it's kind of just a waste. You know, if you're just a guy, you just want to be in good shape. But if you want to be a pro bodybuilder, that's different. You know, that's different. I'm not like dissing it or anything. I'm just saying it's different. It's a different fucking ball game. You know. Just past a year working out, my gains are really slow. My gains have really slowed down. Could this be no. It's because your first year is always gonna be your best. Everyone's first year is your best because your body hasn't adapted, man. So yeah, I mean your body starts to adapt, it's just gonna slow down. Like it's worse. It's actually gonna get worse every year. It's actually gonna get worse every year, man. It's gonna keep slowing down. Thoughts on CrossFit? Yo, man, here's the thing, man. I kind of like CrossFit. And not that I want to do it, but I've done like some of the workouts. And I have 2 friends who own CrossFit gyms here in New York. And I mean, I kind of like it, man. I think like that shit is fucking hard, man. Like that shit is hard. I've seen people throw up. And I think a lot of people diss it because a lot of times people don't make like substantial like physical like aesthetic gains, right? But that's not the point of CrossFit. See, if people say that, don't understand that that's not the point. Like when I'm doing shit, I do bodybuilding-ish workouts. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going for aesthetics, more for size and all that. And that's just different. That's just something different, right? The same thing like powerlifting. They don't care about aesthetics either. They're just going for how much they can lift. And CrossFit is go for it's almost like conditioning, like real intense conditioning. It's almost like hit cardio with weights. I mean, I kind of like it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I want to be a CrossFitter. I like it for what it is. I'll put it like that. I like it for what it is, and I like that regular people are doing like Olympic lifts and shit. Like again though, you got to make sure you're doing that shit right so you don't get fucked up. You don't get fucked up. You don't hurt yourself. But I don't think it's bad. Now it's not good. It's not like ideal for body composition, but for conditioning, man. For conditioning, it's dope actually, man. It's dope. Have a video on fast stomach fat burn. Yeah, bro, you can't burn fat in one spot, right? So all of my fat burning videos are stomach fat burning too, right? Because you can't burn fat in one spot. That's always going to be the last to go for men because we have more fat cells there. That's why when I'm bulking, where I'm bulking, I use my abs to judge, right? Because that's where I'm going to gain weight first. Because men have more fat cells in our stomach. Women have more fat cells in their titties and thighs and anus. Eyebrows on fleek. Do you tweeze? Nah, man. Right here, I got hit in the fucking head when I was a kid, and the hair got knocked out. And like, actually, my shit is like crazy. Like my shit be sometimes this part be up, and I be looking like an old eagle. I just let that shit go there. Like actually, I just got hit in the head right here when I was a fucking kid and knocked the hair out. I don't do shit to him. How do you been doing intermittent fasting 2 weeks and I'm still hungry? I feel like crap. I don't feel any focus energy during. Nah, man. 2 weeks is 2 weeks. The third week you should start feeling better. Third week you start feeling better. Keep it up. The first 2 weeks are hell though. How do you kill your sweet tooth, man? You just toughen up, man. You can't have everything you want. That's life, bro. A lot of shit you want, man. You can't have it. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit, man. There's a lot of shit I want that I can't. That I just accepted the fact that I can't have, man. Like you want to get ripped, so you got to eat clean. All right, that's just what it is, right? It's one or the other. You're either gonna eat clean or you're gonna fucking get ripped. I mean, you're gonna eat clean or you're not gonna get ripped. right? It's just like I kind of used to want to be a doctor, right? But I didn't want to go to school that long, so I said, fuck it. And now I'm here on YouTube talking to y'all, right? Like if you know, like but if I wanted to be a fucking doctor, I just had to toughen up and go through all those years of school, man. That's just what it is, bro. Thoughts on the Hodge twins? Yeah, they cool, man. They cool. How long you stretch a body part? Man, I haven't been doing as much stretching as I should, man. I don't really stretch much. What do my tattoos mean? I can't tell. Can't say it's a secret. Why the fuck are you vegan? I don't think you're talking to me. I don't think you're talking to me. You must be talking to someone else. More day of eating video. Cool. How to grow stronger, bigger bones? Well, listen, here's the thing about weight training. Your bones actually get stronger too when you weight train. That's why they older people are suggested to do resistance training, because when you get older, your bones get a little brittle, you know, and it's weight that so they suggest older people, even seniors, to do some sort of resistance training to help keep not just the muscles but the bones strong, man. You have a skincare routine? I drink over a gallon of water a day. Here's the thing though, when I was really young, I did have a bad acne problem, like in high school, early college. Your skin is an organ, so like you should go see a dermatologist, someone who specializes in fixing that organ. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you had a heart problem, you wouldn't order some shit off TV. You know what I'm saying? You're saying that Maroon 5 was in a commercial for, you would go to a cardiologist. You know what I'm saying? Like, skin is an organ. It's considered an organ. It's actually your largest organ. And if something's wrong with it, it might be indicative of another problem. So you need to go see what's good with that. Do you recommend BCAAs? Yeah, I like BCAAs. I take 10 grams before I work out, and I've been taking intra workout too. What I've been taking for is BSN makes one called Amino X. That's the best tasting flavor. The people at Force Factor actually sent me this one, Cannibal. It's not bad. They just you know, people send me shit all the time, man. But yeah, the shit I like is I like that BSN joint. And Amino X. If you go to highlifeworkout.com, I have my website, highlifeworkout.com. I have a tab where you can see like all of my recommended supplements and shit. Granted, boot camps in Cali, man, y'all want me to do boot camps all over the I mean, yo, that sounds like fun, man. Doing a boot camp in a different city every week instead of just New York. Yeah, I got the wheels turning. Do you wash your face with cold water? Nah. Hey, mate, are you sponsored by anyone? And if not, did you consider being sponsored by Gymshark and attend a Body Power Expo? Gymshark hasn't reached out to me, but I do have like some clothing shit in the works with a company, and we'll see how that goes, man. It's gotta be some shit that I like, man. Do y'all really like that Gymshark shit? Like for real. Like I gotta like the shit. You know what I'm saying? I kind of gotta like the shit a lot. I don't know. I mean, it's not whack shit. It's not whack. But like when I used to model, full time, man. I was with an agency, and I had to endorse some fucking ugly ass shit, man. Or like just shit that I wasn't like. I just feel like I was whoring myself, right? But it was okay because I was just a guy. I was just a face there. But now, like people like seem to give a fuck what I say. So like I don't really want to influence you guys to wear some ugly shit. I don't know. I mean, but Gymshark's not ugly. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. They got some shit I like. They got some shit I like. But I ain't never bought none. Yo, you got any calisthenics goals this year? Front lever, back lever? That would be great. Yo, I mean, I would like to get the front lever, man. Like, to hold it for like a good amount of time, like a respectable amount of time. We'll see, man. I have wide hips and ass. Should I stop squatting for the V shape? Maybe you need to cut, man. Like maybe I don't know, but maybe you need to cut. Like low body fat. Like once your body fat is low, man, everything changes. You're smart. I respect that. Hey, thanks, bro. Do I wash my face with cold water? No, I just wash in the shower with hot water. Have you ever wanted to join the military? Um, After 9/11, I definitely gave it some thought, you know. But I don't know. It's kind of a regret of mine not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to college, so I probably should have just did ROTC. They would have paid for my school, and I'd have been an officer. And they had Marine Corps ROTC in my school. Like I would have. I don't know, man. Like looking back, it's a regret. I kind of wish I would have did it. You know. I don't know. But then again, I don't know, man, because I have conflicting views. Because I want to do it because it's kind of badass, right? And but another thing, like, all right, just on some hippie shit, right? Like, I kind of just believe, man, as humans, we're all one. You know, we need to find a way to work together. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's not us against them; it's all of us. You know, against extinction. It's all of us against extinction. So I don't know, man. Like, but then again, it's still badass. It's kind of a regret, but you know. Can you kill a man with one punch? I haven't. I've punched more than one man, and none of them died from it. So it's creatine necessary to get as big as me? I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. Like, honestly, there's a guy in my gym. He's one of the trainers. He's in real good shape, and he's actually 40 something. And he's like, "Yeah, man, I don't really take no supplement." And I really believe him, man. Like he didn't have no reason to really lie to me. We were just talking. I know him for years. He just doesn't really take supplements, man. Anything, but his eating is impeccable, right? His diet, he logs everything, and he showed me his log just like I have a log. And that's more important than supplements. Is keeping a log. I've never seen no one get really good results without fucking uh without keeping a log, man. I mean, I'm sure there's outliers. I'm sure somebody has done it somewhere on Earth, you know, throughout human history. I'm sure it's been done. But the people who I see keep log are always in the best shape. Because that's fucking serious, you know? Like when I tell people this and they try to like explain to me why they don't need a log or how many people they know that don't have log. Are you trying to get out of the hard work? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, all right. Well, now you're already starting kind of behind the eight ball if you're fucking afraid of hard work. Options on MCT oil. I'm not really on that MCT oil. I mean, I like MCT oil. Okay, I do like MCT, but not the MCT oil. I like coconut oil. It's basically the same shit, but I just like to get my MCTs from coconut oil, and I take it a few times a day. Thoughts on Megan and his vids, Team 3D Alpha channel? I don't know that, man. I'm sorry. Will there be hot girls on the channel anytime soon? Part 3, the pole dancers. Yeah, you can pretty much count on that. The sign on the door, it says oh, you can't see it all. Let me see. Make the adjustment. It says do all that can be done each day. As somebody, you know, like to read every day. Get my shit going, man. You know what I'm saying? Do all that can be done each day. You why you guys keep worrying about how I wash my face, man? Listen, I just wash it in the shower with the fucking shower water. What do you think of the 8 to 8 workout? Basically, it works that you pick 3 exercises per body bar to do 8 to 8. Man, I don't know. I never did that shit. It's a lot of volume, man. It's a lot of volume. See if it works, man. I mean, see if it works. You're probably gonna get really sore. See if it works. I mean, I can't tell you if it's gonna work or not because I don't have I don't have any experience with it. What do I do to lose man boobs? Yeah, man, you just need to cut, man. You need to cut. You just need to cut. You're gonna lose fat accumulatively. Most time it's fat unless you have like some hormonal problems. And if you have a hormone problem, that's something different. Like I'm not qualified to give you medical advice. So without seeing you, I can't really tell if it's a hormone problem or if you just got a little fat. In which case you need to cut. Hopefully it's just fat. Just brought you a book. You really inspired me. Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate that, man. When we have public workouts in the park again. Yeah, it's summer, man. It's cold. It's still snow on the ground in New York. I got to one way to the summer. How tall are you, and do you like short or tall girls? I'm 6'2" and short ones. Lunge is a compound exercise. Yeah, lunge is similar to like a one leg squat. Like it's different, but it's like yeah, because you're using like an isolation exercise for legs would be like leg curls or leg extensions. How do you cope with hair loss? It was nothing to me, man. Like I kind of knew it was coming, right? Because every man in my family is bald, right? So like I kind of knew, saying the writing was on the wall. So I actually started shaving my head before I went bald. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was in high school, and it helped because like my role models, Pac, Tupac, Jordan, they're bald. And even now, man, like the coolest, like the Rock's bald, man. The coolest motherfuckers are bald, man. Everywhere you go, the coolest motherfuckers are bald. Workouts for shiny hips. How much ice do you use for ice bath? My tub is too big. You use a bag of ice, or what I would do is I would it's probably about time to start doing ice baths again. Sucks is I'm about to, but anyway, you can also get those like little freezer packs, put them in your freezer, then put them in there, or you can freeze a few 2 liters of water if you got like room in your freezer, and throw those in there because a bag of ice is like bag of ice is expensive, man. Thoughts on homosexuality and how they are treated. Man, I don't understand why people have such a big problem with homosexuals. I don't really get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't give a fuck what any guy does with his dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't make me happier if he was fucking some other girls because that doesn't benefit me either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't, like, it actually plays no role in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just don't get it. I just don't get the homophobia. Like me, I just don't get it. And I don't think we should discriminate against a man because it's gotta be. It's gotta be. You gotta be born with it, right? Because if you're straight, you're not gonna wake up one day and be like, you know what? I think I want some balls now. I've been doing this pussy shit for a while. I think I want some balls. I think that shit it's gotta be in you, right? It's gotta be fucking like from the get-go. You gotta want balls from day one. You can't just start wanting balls. I don't think you can teach that, and I don't think you can learn that. That's gotta be innate. So especially like as heterosexuals, listen, as a heterosexual man, you should want as many guys as possible to be gay, right? Because that makes it easier for you to get the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys are excluding themselves from competition, right? That's one less guy to compete with. And listen, we do not want to compete with them, all right? Because they can dress better than us, they can fucking cook. Girls love them. They love them already. They love those guys already. They can cook. They probably smell better than us. like look at me, man. Look at the fucking mess ass room I'm living in. A fucking gay guy would have this shit looking fucking amazing, you know? It'd be this shit. His shit would be looking like what's that gay senator from Illinois, man? He painted his office like Downton Abbey. He got his office done like all red, like on Downton Abbey. I wouldn't even think to do some shit like that. I wouldn't even think that. Look at my office. This is my office. Like, this is where I can do my work and my workout. Like, this shit is awful. And I'm fine with it, right? We do not want to compete with them, with women, all right? You know what I'm saying? So, like, go do your thing, bro. Take yourself out the competition. Does deadlift fix your posture? I don't know. I never had bad posture, and I've never tried to correct bad posture with a deadlift. I mean, for real, man, like, here's the thing. I imagine, like, this is bad posture. Like, slouching, all that shit. I would imagine just training yourself to stand the fuck up straight, right? Shouldn't that work? I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how to fix bad posture because it's not something I struggle with. And I apologize. I don't want to bullshit you. Like, here's the thing. When I don't know something, I'm going to say I don't know. I don't know everything. And I'm not going to say I'm pretending to know everything. What's the worst injury you ever had? The worst injury I ever had was fucking. Okay, I was trying to squat way too much when I was like 19 or 20, and I was so fucking you know, man, when I was that age, you can tell I thought I was already Superman, right? So I was just trying to squat way too much, and I heard a crack. I heard a crack in my back. I was like, what the fuck? And anyway, I just kept going, and I put it away, and then I went home later that day, and I couldn't walk, and I fucked up my shit, man. And I also got a herniated disc, and like I got a bad nerve, and it's ever since that day, my shit's been all fucked up, and I still feel it, you know. But you know, I just work around it, man. I just work around it. Thoughts on Tai Lopez? That's my man, son. Like I got videos with him. Like that's my man. Do you use the fat burner glutamine BCAAs on your day off? On training, if I'm trying to cut and it's an off day, I still take T-Rex 3 times a day because it just helps. I'm still because even though it's an off day, I'm probably trying to keep my calories lower on off days, right? Because I'm not training, so like I'm not gonna burn anything training. Thoughts on steroids for cutting? I'm not that familiar with gear, man. I'm just be honest with you, man. Like I'm not I don't really know much about it. What I don't know, man. Like you gotta ask someone who's a little more familiar with that. Why did you change your music thing? I just be changing shit up, man. I've changed my intros a few times, man. What are your thoughts on front squatting? You know, I actually just started front squatting like recently. I just want to see what's going on with it, man. I don't see what's going on. Skinny fat. Can I get toned in 3 months? Yeah, you probably can. You probably can. Did Suge kill Pac? Man, I don't think Suge killed Pac. I don't think Suge killed Pac. Because you gotta remember, man, like I never really got that because for Pac, Suge got shot too. First of all, and Suge, like Pac was like the main artist on Death Row, right? So I don't think Suge was trying to kill him, right? Because that's like white boy Brian trying to kill me, man. How's he gonna get money? It's like I don't think Suge killed Pac, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. But Suge has killed people. I believe that, man, wholeheartedly. Uh, how bad is the dirty bulk? All right, here's the thing. You can do the dirty bulk style eating, but I would say just don't bulk past the point where you're fat. Like, don't get fat, man. Getting fat is bad. I have a video on it. I don't want to get into it right now, but like once your fat cells start to multiply, it's bad news. So don't get fat. Oh, George is coming back. Oh, follow George on Instagram. Meow Mix Poppy. Instagram. Meow Mix Poppy. He be posting that hot shit. Sometimes he be spitting like little freestyles. He goes in. Sexuality is not innate. When one when one of two homogenized twins is gay, 90% of the time the other one is not. Yeah, man. Like, I know twins. Like, they have different personalities. Like, they're not the same person. I mean, they're the same from a biological standpoint for sure, but like their personalities are different, man. Like I've seen it, like, you know, like just totally different personalities. And like in homosexuality, like it exists in the animal kingdom, man. Like rampant. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if anything, there are more bisexual animals than there are totally heterosexual animals. You don't believe me? You know, they talked about in this book, Mean Genes. You know, this is by two Harvard biologists. You know what I'm saying? That's where I got that stat from. And you, I mean, listen, man. Nobody, no straight guy wakes up wanting balls. It just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. Do you cry when listening to Drake? I skip those songs. Like, I don't like those songs. I like the new joint. Yo, I like the new album, son. I like the new album because I always like Drake better when he's spitting. You know, like he's actually a good rapper. I think. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's spitting. You know, like all that fucking singing and shit. I mean, it's not for me. It's not for me, right? It's for the ladies. So I get that. You know? But you know, I like the spitting though. I like good rapping, man. I like some good spitting, man. I'm looking forward to that new Kendrick joint to drop. Yeah, man. Do I know Juice? No, I don't know Juice. I think I've heard of him, right? He's with one of those Beast Mode bar crew. Yo, BBC, what up with them shirts? Yo, we sold out of the highlight shirts, bruh. We sold out. I appreciate everybody who copped one. I might bring them back. If y'all want, man. You let me know. I'll bring back some, man. Because I don't want to really get in the business of selling shirts, right? That's not really like my thing. Like, I mean, I'll do them, you know, like when I do them, it'll be like limited runs. Because it's not something I want to. It's kind of a pain in the ass, like selling shirts. I'm gonna be honest with you, shipping them and printing them. It was kind of a pain in the ass. But I'll do it if people keep asking for them. I'll put them back out. You know, I'm on a budget. Is it better to take pure whey protein or a blend? Big fan from Siberia. I mean, if you're on a budget, then you know, get some sort of blend. I mean, if you're on a budget, I mean, protein is protein, bro. Protein is protein. Like, you don't even need. I'm gonna let you on a little secret. You don't even need protein powder, right? You can get your protein from any source. It's just protein powder is a convenient way to get it, you know. Do you have degrees or are you solely experience based? Not man, marketing degree, Howard University School of Business. Will cutting affect my ability to study? If you do intermittent fasting and study in the morning, it might improve it. Actually, I do my best work. The reason I do intermittent fasting year round now is not for body composition. It's not for fitness. I do it because I'm mentally more clear. Like eating slows me down. You know, I get tired when I eat. I think the scientific term for that is called the itis. I think scientists call it the itis. And I just have to like listen. Once I start eating, the day is fucking done. You know, like so I try to get all my work done before I have to start eating, and then like I just bullshit the rest of the day. Really, honestly, I only really people half of us in Toronto don't claim Drake. That's funny. We need what up shirts. Ah. Hey Brandon, you ever watch tennis? You know, it motivates him. I like, you know what? I like tennis because it's a one-on-one sport. You can't blame the team. I mean, unless you do doubles, obviously, but like you can't blame the team. It's like, yo, either I hit the ball or I didn't, you know. If Lil Wayne would spend less time kissing Birdman, he might actually turn out to be a good rapper. How do you avoid neck strain when doing ab exercises? Your neck is just gonna get stronger. Your neck is just gonna be stronger. Thick neck like me. Your neck's just gonna be stronger, bro. How many meals should I eat when trying to cut? It doesn't matter. Is it like honestly, you shouldn't be hungry if you're doing it right. Like you shouldn't be that hungry if you're doing it right. If you're doing the fucking, I mean, intermittent fasting, you're gonna be hungry in the daytime. But if you're doing the you can eat basically almost within reason as much meat as vegetables as you want. You know, like I said earlier, like the main thing you want to do when you're cutting is like it says in the book, Why We Get Fat, and in my book, Ultimate Cuts, keep your insulin levels low. Protein spikes your insulin levels not to the same degree as carbohydrates. It's different, man. It's different. My mom lives with 4 boys in the house and they don't find jobs. What should I do? 2 of them ain't even her children. Damn. I don't know, bro. Listen, man. Motherfuckers gotta slay their own dragons, right? Like you can help your mom, man, but motherfuckers gotta slay their own dragons. And you should tell her that. Like those kids gotta get out. If they old, they gotta go, man. They gotta go. They gotta fucking go. I don't believe in taking care of no adults, man. Or kids who aren't in school. If you ain't in school, go. And you obviously got to figure it out. If you don't need no more education, if you're not in school, if you choose not to be in school, or not to get more school, then I feel like you're saying to the world, listen, I got it figured out. I don't need no more education. I'm about to go do this shit. And if you got it figured out, you need to be out there figuring it out. You don't need to be living with mommy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there comes a times in every man's life when he has to slay his own dragon. You know, you got to, as a man, you got to go out there to slay your own dragons. But your mom might, you know, women are real compassionate with she might be more compassionate than me. I know, get the fuck out, you know, get the fuck out. How much does structure contribute to your aesthetic physique? I'm assuming you mean structure like how I structure my life, and if so, then it's a great deal, right? Because I plan my days out in advance. Like I know when I'm going to eat every day. It's nothing random about it. I'm pretty confident what I'm going to eat every day. I pretty much know how the day's gonna go. Like I mean, shit happens, and but I even plan for shit happening. I leave enough barrier for like shit to get away. So like I structure my day pretty well, you know. What's your racial background? I don't know, man. My mom was black and white, but my dad was an orphan. He could be anything. Would it be just as effective the curl with a straight bar, or with a curl bar? The straight bar hurts my wrist when I finish. I mean, yeah, I get that. You know, I mean, The curl bar is good. The easy curl bar, that's good too. You know what you could do? The fucking rope, man. That's my shit. The rope, and then you can get that. And when you do the rope, you come out on the side. You can't really see it in this light. Well, actually, I also need to cut a little bit, but it gets that like the rope is good because you can get that thing at the top. Like, look at my arm. I'm not flexing. I'm just turning my arm. So you always want to try to incorporate some kind of movement where there's alternating curls, or the rope when you come out with this, where the bicep turns, right? Because your bicep is actually responsible for turning your wrist. So like I'm not flexing, but you see that it moves when I turn my wrist. Try it at home, guys. Try it at home. So you want to incorporate something with the turn. So like even if you just do this, but like try to get the rope. Fuck with the rope or dumbbells where you alternate. Carter curls, all that shit. Will being on certain medication affect your fasted state? Your fasted state might affect certain medication, right? Like some shit you can't take on an empty stomach. So like you might not want to do that. Like when you getting tatted, nigga. Yeah, I got somebody drawing something for here for this joint. I'm looking forward to that. And this shoulder. Like I got this tattoo when I was like 17, and it took up my whole shoulder at the time, but I'm bigger now, so like I'm working on it, man. I got a lot of shit going on, man. I ain't got time to spend a whole day in a tattoo parlor. What exercises and rep ranges? I mean, I don't feel like giving my whole workout right now, man. It's gonna take a minute, but like you can check my full body workout videos, man. Like I talk about it the whole time. Or you can ultimate mass. Link in the description. Check that out. Hours of work. I only work like 4 hours a day, but I work from home and I work for myself, right? So like I work about 4 hours a day, man. 8 to 12. 8 to 12, man. I mean, just pick as for full. But somebody else just asked about full body workouts. Listen, pick one or two exercises depending on your experience and what you can handle, and do 4 sets of each. That's what I do. You miss Pac? Yeah, man. Pac is my favorite rapper. Do you think Tai Lopez skimming through those books is more effective than reading? I think he skims some books and he reads others. From what he said, like he skims some books and he reads others, like depending on. Here's the thing, like I think he does, like I do similar things, like right here. I had this book by Ocho, right? Or I'll pick a better example. Okay, so this book, right, The E-Myth. What I would do is this. I actually read the book. When I read a book, I read about 2 books a week. I actually read the book more than once. Like, let me explain. First, I read what is called reading everything but the book, right? So I read, obviously the cover, the back cover, read all this shit, and read the table of contents, right? And then that's like you just go through that kind of stuff. Then maybe I'll read some reviews online to just see on Amazon to see get a feel for what the book is about, right? Then I go through each chapter, right? And I read the first paragraph and the last paragraph of each chapter. You can sometimes, man, what the fucking chapter is about just doing that. All right, then I go through the book again and I just read the first sentence of every paragraph. And a lot of times, man, once you've done that, you fucking know what the point that the author's trying to make, right? Right. And then I go through it again and read everything line for line. So it's really I'm reading this shit 3 times. But like I have a better, like once you've done that, man, like you really comprehended the book. Like you should have a deep comprehension of the book once you've done that. And that's a lot of effort, and I don't even do that. But that's what I do. But here's the thing, just like I might not go to the last step. Like if I feel like the book is bullshit, or oh man, this is a bullshit book, then I'll stop, right? Or if I feel like I really got it, if I feel like I got it before I go for a line by line, then I won't go through a line by line. But if I don't feel like I got it, or I don't feel like, or if I want to put it further in my mind, dig deeper into the subject, Then I'll go through it line from. Then I'll go through it line line. And if I really like the book, I'll like take notes. I'll go through my highlights and take notes on my best highlights, and then sometimes put those highlights on flashcards to remember. Now that's like going way hard. Like this got to be a fucking great book for me to go to that step. But that's how I judge how good the book is. If I get to the step where I'm fucking making flashcards about it, then it's impacted me. And I've only really done that on like How to Win Friends, Influence People, the 48 Laws of Power, like my top fives, you know, but that's going hard, you know. Mostly I just get to the point where I get to it line for line. That's a lot though. No, most people ain't gonna do that shit. Yo, Brandon, I don't really need all your workout details. I don't really need all your workout details. Just like to know how many exercise per body part. Share some of the damn knowledge. All right, here's some of the damn knowledge. Pick 2 exercises per body part. Do 4 sets of each. Rest 90 seconds between each set. You know, that's it. That's it. It's like it's not really. It's not very profound. There's not much profundity in that. You know, blunts, papers, or bowls. Man, I think bowls are the best. Like the white boys put me on to that when I was I got sent to military high school. It was all white boys, and I was the only black boy in that shit. And they put me on to the bowls. I was like, "What y'all got crack pipes?" And they're like, "Nah, these is bowl." And then they put me on like, "Oh, and that's the best because you can serve the most marijuana, right? If you're gonna do it like that." And then bongs are whole another level. I was the first one to bring a bong to the hood. You know, I was the first one to bring a bong to the hood, man. And they should talk to me during Black History Month. Like, yo, Brandon Carter, first nigga to bring a bong to the hood. You prep meals, or how do you prep them? Not really. I don't really prep meals because I'm lazy. Like, I'm too lazy for that. But one or two things. Like sometimes uh a girl will make like a big thing of chili, okay? And if I'm cutting, I won't add the pasta. She'll put some pasta on the side. This is a new thing I'm doing. If I'm cutting, I'll eat that pasta I'll eat that chili with like spinach, like on a bed of spinach, right? Sauteed spinach, right? And if I'm bulking, I'll eat that spinach with a thing of noodles. I'll eat that chili. That's a new thing I'm doing. That's about the most prep I do. Otherwise, it's just I kind of know what I'm gonna do, you know. But I don't do real prep. LOL on Brandon reading that dude's questions. Oh. um, should I work out the failure every set as a beginner? I mean, listen, I like when people say, "Hey, man, do 8 reps or 10 sets for mass. Do 10 reps to gain mass." And if I lift this phone 10 times, that doesn't mean I'm gaining mass, right? It's like if I lift it to the point where I can't do 11 with proper form though. Like this is different. Like that's the failure I mean. When you have to start doing cheap, you know, then that means that's when you stop. So that's not really failure. That's what's called performance failure, right? You can get more out of it if you start using other body parts to assist you. But like I would say, pick a weight where if your goal is to do 10, pick a weight where you can't do 11 with proper form. But that's just me, man. What the fuck do I know? I'm just some fucking guy, bro. Nah, man, I'm too old for condoms, man. Nah, bro. Who was the chick rolling with Brian? That was some girl Brian knows, man. Any other good books you recommend? I mean, yeah, I'm about to do another fucking 3 videos. This was a good book I read just recently. Obviously, this Mean Genes is really good. Mean Genes is written by 2 Harvard biologists. Letters to a Christian Nation by Sam Harris. What else, man? I got this joint, Pitch Anything, really good. It just sells. Oh yeah, this joint right here. This joint is really good. It's about memory. It's about improving memories. It's written by a guy who won the national. It's written like a novel, but it's written kind of like a novel, but it documents his going through training to win the American memory championship. I got some other shit right here. This shit right here, Motivation Manifesto. I read this a while ago. If you need, like, it's more like that rah-rah shit. I mean, it's good. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. I can do that shit all day, man. Hold on, let me get to the next question. It's a lot of people watching right now, man. I appreciate that shit, y'all. Diddy versus Dame Dash. They got beef or something, man. I don't really know. They got beef or something. I always like Dame, man. I always like Dame, man. Diddy's just kind of been like I met Diddy before, man. Like there was back when I was modeling, I did some shit for Sean John. Cool dude. Have you read The Secret? Yeah, man. I'm not a big fan of that book. That book and the movie was based on this. It was like, she even admits it. Rhonda, she admits that it was based on. She read a book called The Science of Getting Rich. That book is way better than The Secret. Because The Secret will have you believing, man, that, listen, you watch some funny movies gonna cure your cancer, or you know what I'm saying, like if you draw a bicycle, then an old man will bring it to you, and you won't have to give him a hand job. Like, that's not how life works. See, if you read the source material where that came from, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, he said, do all that can be done each day. Action makes shit happen. Action, like, you can believe it, you think about it, and visualize it all you want, but if you ain't doing action, it's delusional. If you're not going for it, then you don't really want it, man. It's delusional. It's fucking delusional to just think you can just think about it and it's gonna happen, man. That's like, that should have you all fucked up. That should have you all fucked up. I'm telling you, the book that they based it on said do all you can do each day, and they left that part out because that's the part that nobody wants to hear. But that's the most important part. If you only did this is better than the visual and drawing pictures of shit you want. This is the most important shit. That's why I printed it out and put it on my wall. Like, Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. That's the source material, man. Like, The Secret, here's the thing. The Secret is like a diluted version where they dumbed it down for the masses. You know what I'm saying? That Wallace D. Wattles, man, that's that raw uncut. You know what I'm talking about? How do you lose weight without exercise? All you need to do to lose weight. If losing weight is your goal, all you need to do is burn more calories than you consume, or consume less calories. Just all you need to do is eat less to be in a caloric deficit. I've seen people not exercise at all and lose a lot of weight, because I mean, exercising is not even the most effective way to lose fat, actually, because you only burn about 100. I say this every time we do a live chat, but you only burn about 100 calories on average when you run a mile. But you can eat a large banana has about 100 calories. So right there, you can see that, like, it's easier to just to eat less than it is to try to burn more. Right? It's gonna take way more effort to burn more than it is to just eat less. So, I'm not saying that now you'll have better results and faster results if you work out. I'm just saying diet is the most important thing. You can't out-train a bad diet. What are the best exercises for a beginner? Full body compound workouts. For sure. Do you remember being pretty sore when you switched over to full body workouts? I'm currently doing splits, and I feel like I'm super sore. I mean, I stopped getting sore years ago. Though. I don't really get sore too much. You know, I mean, maybe once in a while, but I don't get. I mean, I don't really get super sore anymore. How do I get big? I'm naturally skinny. I mean, yeah, man. Like that's too much. That's too big of a question for me to really answer right now. Like a lot of things are gonna have to happen. You're gonna have to first. You got to get yourself an all black cat. That was the first step. I didn't get big, so I had a black cat. Then after you get your cat, then you want to make sure you consume more calories than you burn. You want to be a caloric surplus. So it's the exact opposite. Obviously, it's the exact opposite of how to gain, right? I mean, of how to lose. And then you want to be doing compound movements. Compound movements will get you way bigger than isolation movements. You should. I mean, I'm not trying to like make money. I'm just saying like you should buy my book. It's only a fucking $1, right? The only reason it's $1.99 because that's the lowest Amazon would let me have it. If I would put it up free if I can, but with the Amazon publishing deal, that's the best I could do, right? But I wanted it to be cheap so everybody can get everybody get that knowledge, man. BBC, I draw tattoos as a profession. Shout out my page, Blank Ink. Blank Ink, what up? Tips on investing. I don't do a lot of stock market investing or anything like that right now. I will be. I have some shit in the works. I'm probably gonna start doing some angel investing, as in like investing in some startups. But that's a whole different thing, and that's a little different than regular consumer investing. It's just I don't know, like the stock market thing is not really my shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Well, I will be investing. I will be doing some angel investing coming up, but that's different. I don't really know if I can get. You need a lot of liquid cash for that, you know, and I don't know if I can give up. That's the first step. So a lot of y'all might not be ready for that. How do you see yourself in the fitness community? I don't know. I try not to compare myself to other people because there's always somebody better. There's always somebody bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? That's cool. Why do you sell your books? Oh yeah, but as far as I mean, it's I don't really. I try to think about it more. I just try to get the best content and interact with my fans more. Like that's the thing, man. Like I feel like I try to respond to all the questions. I respond to a lot of more than most people with my amount of followers, and I do this live Q&A. I mean, obviously I don't answer everyone's questions, but I do the best I can. And it's just like I don't know, man. Like I'm more concerned with going deep and not so much concerned going wide. Kind of like that post Elliot had, you know what I'm saying? When he left us, it's like I'm less concerned with fan acquisition or subscriber acquisition as I am with making an impact on the subscribers I had. Right. So it's not like how many subscribers can I get? Oh, I need more subscribers. It's more like how much can I help the ones that I have, right? Because you can have a fucking million subscribers and they can all be just trolls, right? Like you go to some people's page and they have a fucking ton of subscribers, but it's just motherfuckers talking shit to them all day, you know. But like, I want to try to make an impact, you know what I'm saying? And why do somebody that goes to the next one? Somebody asks, why do I sell my books so cheap, man? Because I just want to fucking help, man. Like it's 99 cents because I couldn't make it for free, and I'm just trying to like get the information out there, man. Like I just want to bet whatever I can do to help people, man. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. Are you gonna be at the Arnold Classic? That shit is over, man. I missed it already. Who inspired you to work out? I mean, I posted the other day, man. I got inspired, man, to work out so I could really so I could fight better, man. Like I was getting a lot of fights, and I wanted to be able to fight better. And then when I got bigger, I didn't have to fight. I was like, oh fuck, man, people stopped fucking with me. People stopped fucking with me, and I didn't have to fight. So I haven't been fighting all the time. And I mean, except for like sparring when I was doing a little bit of like Thai boxing or boxing. But I don't know. George man in the gym. Yeah, he's in here all the time. He be doing hit cardio. Follow George on Instagram. Meow Mix Poppy. Um, uh, is L-carnitine good for cutting? My man Fact says it's good. He swears by it. My man Fact says L-carnitine and CLA. He says take it 3 times a day. And all his clients take it. And he had people who placed in the Arnold, like clients, so like he's all about that. But I'm just not. I'm not as familiar with it, I would hate to work for other people. What are jobs where you can work for yourself? Shout out from Siberia. I mean, if you work for yourself, man, it's like you got to start a business, bro. It's not so much a job. You got to start a business. What if your girl don't trust you? Hey, man, y'all got issues, man. Y'all got issues, Maybe you just need to find a new girl. You can't really change people. So if she's not the way you like, man, if her personality type is not what you like, then maybe you need to find somebody who you do like. Maybe she should find somebody that she does trust, man. Maybe it sounds like your shit just ain't working, man. That's what it is, man. People ask all this relations like, if the shit ain't working, man. Try something else. Don't beat a dead horse, man. Pacquiao or Floyd. No, I got Floyd got it. Brandon, you fat, man. I know. I'm so fucking fat. I'm so fat. I know. I just every time I look at myself, I'm just like, oh, you fucking fat ass. Does it frustrate you when personal training is overcharged? Nah, man. Like how much? I mean, listen. That's just the market. That's the way the market. If you price your products or service at a certain rate and somebody's willing to pay for it, then that's the market rate. That's the going rate. You think Pacquiao's gonna win? You guys really think Pacquiao's gonna win? Shit, Pacquiao got his ass knocked out like last year, didn't he? I don't know, bro. Somebody else is asking about 8 sets of 8. Did a YouTuber like talk about this shit recently? I noticed like when you guys started asking me shit, like somebody had a video about it. It was Osif talking about 8 sets of 8. Was Strength Over Size talking about 8 sets of 8? Is that what happened? And now everybody's asking me about it? I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. I never tried it. How did you get into speed reading? I think I just gave a speed reading course at the beginning of this shit. But I took a class, bro. I mean, that's the best way to do it, Leg press versus squat. You talked a bit about possibly traveling and doing some training. Is that something you're still thinking about? Yeah, man, I'm thinking about it. Like, cause last year I just did it all in New York, my training, but I think it'd be more exciting if we did it in different cities this summer, man. But I don't know. If y'all, I would hate to just go to a different city and just one motherfucking guy show up. But if he does, that guy's gonna get some good training. And I would do it for free too. Like like when I did my free boot camps in summer, I didn't charge people nothing. I don't even want your money, man. I don't want your money. I want you to become fucking awesome. That's what I want. Tough. What would you do if your girl want to have babies, man? Hey, man, if your girl want to have babies, listen, my dad said, listen, when a woman wants a baby, you better give it to her. Somebody else will. And that's how I was born. He told me that when he was telling me the story of how I was conceived. When I wake up in the morning, all my motivation is gone. How can I get motivated to reach my goals every day? All right, here's something that works. It helps me. Every time somebody talks shit, it's easy for me, right? Because what I do is when someone talks shit about me online, sometimes someone's real bad. If it's real bad, I fucking take a screenshot of that shit or like a mean text somebody sent me, or whatever. Like, jealous ones envy, man. Jealous ones still envy, right? So like when somebody talks shit and I take a screenshot, right? And when I'm feeling like I'm not motivated, like, yeah, I just don't feel like it. Then I go to that folder without oh, you dumb nigger. oh, okay. I got some bad ones, man. Maybe one day I'll read, and that shit gets me going, man. I'm ready to fucking take over the world. I'm so pumped after that shit. That's what helps me, man. And that's good. And the good thing about that, it turns that negative thing. It's like judo, man. It like turns that negative thing into something positive, something that fuels you. Come to ATL, bruh. I'll have a workout squad ready. All right. 16, I want to get a bigger chest at home. What can I do? Listen, if you want to work out, if you want to get big muscles, calisthenics is not optimal. I mean, it's possible, but it's not optimal. I'm telling you, if big muscles is your goal, then lift weights. I'm telling you, man, like that's like saying, hey man, I want a bachelor's degree, but I don't want to go to college. I'm like, oh, why are you trying to do it a hard way, man? Why the path of least resistance, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I want to go accomplish some goals, but I want to stay in the house all day, man. Like, it doesn't work like that, man. It doesn't work like that. Like, I mean, you can do it with body weight. It's just not as easy. It's not optimal. Lift weights, man. Do you think a team can go on a cut? Yeah, yes, man. Yes. Who's fitter, a boxer or a tennis player? It's a different kind. I mean, boxers are in pretty good shape, man. But tennis players probably have, I don't know, man. I was about to say tennis players probably have more endurance. But have you ever been in a fucking fight? It's the most tiring shit I've ever been involved in. You got to be in good shape to fight. Man, I don't know. That's pretty good. Morning ritual, somebody asked. All right. I wake up. Wifey probably up a little bit before me. I'll make her some coffee. Help her, I'll make me some coffee. I drink coffee as soon as I wake up. It helps me get going. On an empty stomach, and I'll probably chat with her, crack some jokes until she leaves. And then I meditate for 20 minutes. Me and George, we meditate for 20 minutes. And then I take a shower, shave my head, get dressed, and then I come in here and I work for 4 hours. I mean, that's it. That's the morning ritual. I work. I come in this room, and I'm fully dressed. Like for some reason, I mean, I can't work unless I'm fully dressed. I got shoes on and everything. Shoes and we're at home. Honestly, I just got these new shoes. These they're not new anymore, but these the As Nature Intended joints. I got the fucking the slip-on ones. These are like hella comfortable. So I wear these at home and I work out in them at home. But it's like something about being fully. If you want to check them out, the links is in the description. Use my code, man. Use my code. Yeah. I know I'm sponsored. I'm sponsored by them. But I'm really wearing them. I'm really wearing them. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So for some reason I gotta get fully dressed to work. I gotta get fully dressed to work, man. I don't know. Like it helps me. It's kind of like I really go into the office, even though the office is in my home. That's kind of like, so I separate this from the other part. I'm only in here when I'm working. Like if I'm hanging out, just watching TV, I'm not in. So this feels like the office. Jets or Giants? The Giants, man. The Giants. Jets suck, man. Jets are a dysfunctional organization. And I kind of, the Jets and the Knicks, awful teams, man. Awful teams. I kind of wish that they would just like end. Especially the Knicks. I kind of do just listen. This basketball shit ain't working for us as an organization. Maybe we should just stop. And it's like, yeah, it's cool, man. They won championships back in the day. Patrick Ewing and all them. Because like right now, because first I thought it was funny when they were losing that much, but now I just kind of start to feel like they're disrespecting the game. With like they're not. I feel like they're not the. Yeah, I just feel like they're making a mockery of this game that I love. You know, it's like shit, man. The Kentucky basketball team would beat the shit out of the Knicks. Man, any D1 basketball team, I'm picking over the Knicks. Any D1 collegiate basketball team, I'm picking over the Knicks and most D2 teams. Real talk. Real talk. The team that comes in last in the Chinese league in China, I picked them over the Knicks. They're really making a mockery of the sport. They should just start over. What was I talking about? Was that even a question? I hate the Knicks. Thoughts on El Carnitine? I think we already talked about that, man. My man Fax says take that with CLA 3 times a day. I haven't had a lot of experience with it, but I've heard good things. You can't burn fat in one spot. Somebody asked, can I burn fat just in lower body? Nah, you can't burn fat in one spot. You have to do it cumulatively. Will I have kids? Lord willing, I'll have all boys, man. Like, listen, you don't want to live in a world where if I have a girl, I'm gonna move to an open carry state where I can walk around with a gun on my hip, and I'll probably then I'll start doing roids, and I'll get big as a fucking house, and I'll be the scariest motherfucker in the neighborhood. That guy who's always has a gun on him. And then I'll be that big guy. We also get some tattoos on my head, maybe. And I just want to be the scariest motherfucker in the neighborhood if I ever have a girl. So motherfuckers don't fuck with her, man. And then they still might. And I mean, I'll probably kill somebody. I'll probably end up killing them. But if it's a boy, man, oh yeah, man, do whatever you want, you know. Just be home when your mother wants you to be home, you know? How to improve your sleep? You know, ZMA. I take ZMA, melatonin, GABA, GABA, and 5-HTP before I go to sleep. That sounds like a lot, but that's my sleep stack. And I fucking pass out, bro. I pass out. How do you meditate? I have a video on it. It's kind of, I explain it better in my video than I could in a brief amount of time, man. Oh, I've already been doing this for more than 2 hours. Try to just answer a few more. Should I work out when I'm sick? Nah, you should chill when you're sick, bro. Just chill, because your body needs to rest. The reason you get tired when you're sick is because your body is trying to get you to chill the fuck out so it can fight this, using all this energy to fight this disease, or I mean, to fight this illness or bacteria or virus or whatever it is. It's using a lot of energy, and it's also using a lot of glycogen, right? To your immune system is using a lot of glycogen, so you don't want to spend that use that glycogen in a workout. You want to let your body use it to get rid of the whatever's happening, whatever's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, get rid of the illness. So you'll probably be sick longer if you burning that glycogen off. So you just want to rest, man. Get as much sleep as you can. Phil Heath or Callie Green? Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Phil seems cool. He used to play basketball. Thoughts on bulletproof products? Bulletproof coffee. Man, I ain't putting no butter in my coffee, bro. And then I know people do that and they say they're intermittent fasting, but like, yo, you're getting like hundreds of calories from that butter in that coffee. Like, I drink coffee when I'm intermittent fasting, but I drink it like black. You know what I'm saying? I don't put nothing in my coffee, man. I drink that shit like a fucking warrior. But then again, you know, maybe I'm sure it's, I don't know. What do you think of Dan Blazarian? That is a wild boy. Dan's a wild boy. Man, Dan's a wild boy, man. I don't want to. I mean, like, it seems cool. It sounds cooler than it is. It sounds probably cooler than it is, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to meet a quality woman when you're behaving like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to shit on him. I'm sure maybe he's happy. Maybe he has different goals than me. But like, yo, my girl, man, wifey, man, like, she's dope, man. She's got a fucking master's degree, right? Like, she's awesome, right? I would imagine, like, after you live a lifestyle like him, it would be difficult to find a woman like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so like you pretty much carved a niche out to be around a bunch of porn star looking shit. And maybe he's into that shit though, man. Maybe he's different than me. Like, maybe he's at different goals than me. And that's cool, man. Doesn't make him better, doesn't make him better or worse, or me better or worse. Just what's up, just what he's on. What happened to Elliot? Elliot did a post about why he quit on his blog. You know, thoughts on MMA training. I mean, MMA training is cool if you're going to like fight or you want to like learn the discipline. A lot of like these MMA schools or MMA training is really like, they call this MMA shit, but they're just doing fucking cardio, doing kickboxing cardio, and fucking, not to say it's not intense, but it's not really MMA training. They say it, but it's like you go to Tiger Shillman or some shit. Like, that's fucking kickboxing cardio. Like, so there's a difference between that and really training to fight, you know? That bald head is shiny as fuck. Yeah, you see me shining. They see me shining. They see me shining. You know what it is? You know, that's like natural oils, man. Natural oils and shit like Jordan. It's like Jordan. I'm looking like Jordan game 6 right now, son. Shining on these niggas. See, you can see your reflection in it. You look closer, you see your reflection in my shit. Do you combine intermittent fasting with carb backloading? I was doing that when I was training once a day, but now I'm training twice a day. Intermittent fasting training twice a day, man. That shit's intense. So my first training session is like at 1:30 or 2, and then I break my fast after that. I have some BCAAs before that training session, and then my next workout is probably around 7 or 8. So that's why I can't do carb backloading, because I'm fucking training twice a day, man. Cats or British bulldogs? I mean, listen, I like cats, bro, just because. I mean, I like dogs. I do like dogs, but I'm too fucking lazy to have a dog, man. I haven't been outside today, but I would have had to been outside twice if I had a cat, right? I mean, a dog. I had to walk this motherfucker twice and pick up his shit. In New York, you get fined if you don't pick up his shit. So I had to walk him and pick up shit twice. I mean, dog owners tell me it's worth it. I don't know. You got to clean dogs because they start to stink. I ain't never cleaned George. I ain't never cleaned no motherfucking cat. I don't know, bro. I'm not really fucking with it. I'm just too lazy, right? I'm not saying dogs are better or cats are better. I'm just not fucking with it. Cassius Clay or Mike Tyson? It's fucked up, man. I got Muhammad Ali on the wall. Man, you know what's fucked up, man? It's like we really won't never know how good he could have been, because he went to jail like in the middle of his prime. He went to jail in his fucking prime because he didn't want to fight the war. And he stood up for what he believed in, and he did the time for it, you know? Something to be said about that kind of courage, man, to really give up everything because you are committed to not killing another person. Like, he wasn't a coward. He was committed to not killing people, right? And he gave up everything for that, man. I don't know, that's bravery to me, man. That's bravery. That's why I put him on the wall. I mean, not to say I wouldn't kill a motherfucker, because I would, you know. I got the 38 right over there, you know what I'm saying? It's registered though, it's legal, But I got the 38. And I'll put 130, man, you fucking me. But it's still the idea of having that much courage, willing to give up everything, really everything, for your convictions or for something that you care about is that inspires me. You know what I'm saying? Does drinking water prevent sodium retention from large sodium intake? Does drink water prevent water retention from large? It helps. It helps. The more water you drink, the more you tell your body that it doesn't need to retain water, so it'll put you in a flushing state. Have you read the Holy Quran? No, I have read the Bible, the whole thing. Uh, I don't know. I got into religion too much last time. All I'll say is I'm an atheist, right? But I respect everyone's beliefs. I no, let me rephrase that. I respect everyone's right to believe whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? So like, if your faith helps you or comforts you, then you know I'm all for it. I was a little too harsh last time. You know, if your faith comforts you or helps you, then I'm all for it. I don't believe in imposing your faith on others. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of where I start to draw the line. You know, but I definitely believe. I mean, yo, if your faith helps you, man, then keep that up, man. How to gain mass for basketball players without affecting performance. Here it is. It's like first of all, it's gonna be difficult because you got to get a lot of calories because basketball is basically nonstop cardio, right? So you got to get a lot of calories. But here's the thing: a lot of Will Chamberlain said that he felt like that was his secret, man. Like that's why he was so dominant. In his autobiography, he said he was like all the basketball players weren't lifting weights, and he said he was one of the only ones who was lifting weights. He was fucking strong too. Like I heard Arnold talking about it. He was lifting with him, you know, and he said that's one of his that was one of the things that separated him from everyone else. Why he was so dominant. What you want to do is while you're lifting, you want to be shooting every day. You want to take shots every day, practice every day, right? That way it won't throw your shot off. Right, as you gain strength, your shot will adjust to the strength, and you won't notice any degradation in skill. How was the RX? I mean the MK3 and the Note. Y'all, I'm really liking the Note 4. Like I said, I got a little mirror cover on this shit. Oh shit! I'm looking at y'all, looking at me, looking at y'all. Check this out. Y'all on YouTube, watching a motherfucker on YouTube, watching y'all watch me on YouTube. Y'all on YouTube watching a motherfucker on YouTube, watching y'all watching me on YouTube. Just blew your mind, man. But yeah, I like this Note 4. I use this a little more than I thought I would. You know, this little thing. The camera's real good on it. I'm happy. It's humongous, but that's cool. I knew that going into it. That's cool. This is a good camera too, man. This is joint. I got the Mark III. I haven't shot any YouTube videos with it. I probably will soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it. Shout out to MKBHD because I got this from the recommendations on his channel, and then there was some other people like I left a comment on channel. Should I get this or the S6? And everybody, you know, people left some comments helping me. That's the thing, man. Every time I leave a comment on another YouTube, like I watch YouTube too, motherfuckers. And if I leave a comment, motherfuckers be like, "Oh man, this guy's trolling," or "This guy's just doing this to pick up fans." I'm like, you motherfuckers are leaving comments too. I can't I can't leave a fucking comment. Fuck. Um, yeah, man, what the fuck? Uh, favorite junk food? I like the fucking what I like. I like ice cream, man. I like pizza. I like any kind of wings. Yeah, man. Make a whole video on groceries. I did that before. I might do another one, man. Why don't I have kids, man? Because you know, back in the day, man. I mean, it's not that hard to prevent. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard to prevent. Like, Manny or Floyd? Floyd. How to keep stamina when bulking? Yeah, do a little bit of cardio, man. Like honestly, like I still do cardio when I bulk. Not a whole lot, like a little bit of hit, and it won't fuck up your gains too much as long as you're eating big, you know. And you want to do that because like you want to you don't want your conditioning to go down. All right, guys, I've been doing this for a little bit too long. Yeah, man, it's time to end it. It's time to end it. I got some shit to do. But I'm glad y'all fucking with me. This is the most people ever, man. It was like 300 at one point, man. So I really appreciate that. Yeah, man. I don't really have any announcements to make. Shout out to everybody who watched it. If you're watching this in the future, one of the questions I wanted y'all to leave comments on was, should I do boot camps in different cities around North America? And if so, would y'all show up? Let me know what's good. Anyway, I'll let y'all, man. Thank y'all. I'll let y'all.